Hey guys, welcome to Cards and Sharps. How y'all doing? Good, glad to hear it. All right, we got a CIVIVI. So there it is. And this is the CIVIVI Fracture. Okay, right out of the box, first thing I notice is where's the flipper? Nearly, seems like nearly every CIVIVI knife I've had has had a flipper. Doesn't want to, man, I think it's stuck. Or, could it be? It is. It's a slip joint. So here we have a knife that is going to be legal for you folks that carry knives in areas where they're not allowing lock blades. Now, I'm not sure in the U.S. if there's anybody that has a restriction on lock blades. I know they do on blade length, and this one, blade length might get you. I don't know if if the slip joint makes a difference on that, but I do know there's other countries where lock blades are verboten, and this would be a nice option in those areas where you can't have a lock blade or a flipper or a knife that will open that way, and still have a nice modern looking good feeling knife. Alright, so as I said, this is the Fracture. So we don't do a lot of slip joints on here, even though I have a lot of slip joint knives. That's, even though they're knives, it's still kind of it's a different genre, more or less. You have your folks that collect and only carry slip joint, and then you have people that are more into tactical knives and the lock blades, the flippers, the thumb tabs, and all that. So this one kind of caters to both worlds. It's that kind of a nice modern sort of a tactical look, but yet is a slip joint, and those of you that do like a slip joint, some people prefer it because it does take two hands to open. Whether you hold it and open it with your right hand, or you open it your right hand, open your left, and probably safer operation, less likely to cut yourself just playing around with it. It's not going to be a fidget knife in that sense, unless you just like sitting and opening and closing it like that. All right, let's see what we got here a little bit. Closed, it looks like your typical knives that would have you'd think it'd be a liner lock. Maybe we flip it with the big opening there, which I'm going to say is a lot easier than a thumb nick. Okay, let's see some of the specs on this bad boy. Overall length is 7 3/4 inches. You're going to be a blade length of 3.35. So like I said, if you have a 3-inch blade limit where you're at, notwithstanding operation of it, you're going to be a little bit long there. Blade width is 1 inch. It's 8CR 14 MOV. So it's a tick better than 13 MOV. A little better, as I understand it, just a little better corrosion resistance. Both of them pretty easy to sharpen. Won't hold the edge as long as your your premium steels do, but still, it's a good steel for a lower price point knives. And this one does come in at about $28.50 retail. So not a expensive knife by no means, and it's got the new materials, G10 scales. It's got a nice deep carry pocket clip, so it's a slip joint that you don't have to carry down in your pocket with your change and keys or whatever. And it has that nice modern feel and look to it. So, and it even has a lanyard hole here in the back, and that tip is reversible left or right. So that makes the knife truly ambidextrous because it is non-handed as far as the operation of it. There's no lock and no flipping or anything like that. So either hand operation is going to work really well, and then you can flip that around for left or right pocket. Got a drop point blade with that. Just a little hollow grind going on there. Make it nice. Should make it a nice cutter. Handle thickness is pretty thin at 0.39, and the liner is stainless steel, and it is skeletonized to help keep that weight down. And weight, talking about weight, it is 3.12 ounces, so not overly light, but not real terribly heavy either. Feels really nice and slim in the hand. I really like the feel of it. Okay, and of course it's made in China, like all CIVIVI knives. It's a Chinese company. Their parent company is WE Knives, so they're a subsidiary of WE. And I think what you guys have seen, if you've watched my videos, I've done a lot of CIVIVI reviews. I think they're a good quality knife. You get that WE quality, and the areas where they cut back to get them into the lower price points isn't in critical areas. So you still get good workmanship, good quality at a good price. And I'm not paid by WE or CIVIVI to say that. All right, so let's compare it to. I grabbed one of my drop slip joint knives from my collection, and this is not one I really carry because it's kind of a special edition. But I love this knife, and if I was going to carry a slip joint, I would carry it, even, just probably wouldn't take it where I was going to use it and maybe damage it or anything like that. But we got the case side buster, and I grabbed it because it was probably closest to size that I have. The fracture's considerably bigger than most of my other slip joint knives, some of the old timers and case knives I have. But I don't know, comparing anything to a side buster, I just love the feel of the way the side buster feels in my hand. I love that just good old fashioned blade that you just feel like you can go on the farm, cut some rope, cut some twigs or whatever with that, and you just good old timer type knife. And I'm getting kind of old timer myself, so I appreciate these good old fashioned knives. So I think I probably talked about the side buster in a previous video, so won't overdo it there. But a couple of things with slip joints. One thing you want to do is at that point right there, that halfway point, you want to kind of where it locks up right there, and it does. This one has a good midpoint locking. It just hangs in there, so you can. It's not going to accidentally you get it to there. If you bump up something, you got a and you get that blade started, it's going to stop there and not guillotine your fingers. So, which is one of the drawbacks to a slip joint is, if you really get hung up or moving it or anything like that, you can get a little kickback. And that one is, you'd have to really just go to town, get it, and maybe get it stuck and kind of trying to work it out to even get your fingers over into that blade, because it is stopping right there and does not want to go until you push it on through. So that is a good feature with that. And honestly, if I was going to carry a slip joint, I would go for this knife, because I really like the way it feels. As far doesn't have any jumping back here, but you got that little ramping, and you just feel like you got a good firm hold of it. Just fits, the handle just fits so nice in my hand. Perfect length for my hand size, and just the way it feels. No real hot spots. You can feel just a little bit of the clip there, but it's not uncomfortable. And actually, if you're not doing it's going to be a good knife for anything, as long as you're not in a situation where you need to open it with one hand, because even though that looks like it would be pretty easy, you're not going to open it with one hand. It is a pretty tight and stiff, which is good, because you don't want a slip joint that works too easily. And I really like that. I might take up a little carrying with that, because it's the width and everything is the size that I really do like. So, and weight's good. Lots of good things about it, and I guarantee if they do make this design in a flipper with a flipper tab and a liner lock, and it's anywhere near the same price range, like I said, just a little under $30, I would get that and carry it in a heartbeat. All right, guys, what do you think about the Fracture? You like the way it looks? Is the fact that it's a slip joint going to keep you from being interested in it, or is that something that you'd be looking for? I'd love to hear from you guys and see what you think. And give me a like and subscribe if you enjoy these videos and these reviews, and we'll have more stuff coming your way soon. All right, we'll see you guys next time.